Welcome back to Any Percent. My name is Evan Sampson, and I am your host. This is a monthly, formerly bi-weekly podcast about video game analysis, and you've tuned in to one of our special bonus episodes. I'm joined, as always, by my two lovely co-hosts, Kody Mosley.
What's up, guys? How you been? Staying warm, I hope, in this snowstorm.
Well, by the time this goes up, nobody's going to be in a snowstorm, I hope.
Yeah,
but
that's
anyway,
true. Hopefully not,
and
right?
Casper, Karen.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up? Hey, guys. So yeah, you guys, we're doing a bonus episode, right? So this is not...
What is the topic of this bonus episode, Evan?
I'm so glad you asked. This bonus episode is about upcoming games that we're hyped for. So we're just wanting to do a little bit to discuss, maybe generate some buzz for these games, because you guys, our listeners, you probably don't know these games, we are the elite gamers that are only aware of these games. So we just want to make sure you guys are aware. That's all. So why don't we just get right into it? I don't think there's any reason to dawdle.
Dude, let's get right into it.
Okay,
I mean,
Kody.
Listen, there's a ton to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Of course, COVID pandemic delaying everything. This is it. Like the first couple months from here on, it's gonna get pretty crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly, dude, like a lot of names that you can see being, possibly on like the end of the year, like game of the year lists, from all the different places. That's what I feel like. But
yeah,
a lot of games too that don't have release dates actually, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah. I mean, it's the overflow year from last year, so I'm pretty excited for it as a year. Kody, what's your first game on your list that you're excited for?
Yeah, so first game I want to talk about, and I'm gonna snag it before anyone else does. I don't know if anyone else would talk about it, but first one, Horizon Forbidden West.
Not even on my list.
So, and that it doesn't surprise me that it might not be on some people's list. So I'm replaying the first one right now. When did the first one come out? Like 2017?
17, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So it's been a while, and just through my replay, getting ready for the sequel, I'm like remembering why I liked the first one so much. It's not a perfect game by any means. There's a lot of jank, right? You could really tell while you're playing it that this is like the first. You know what I mean? Like they went from Killzone right into this, so it's still got all that stuff to work out. But everything that we've seen of the second one has got me really excited. Seems like they've refined a lot of the problems that were wrong with the first one. And they're getting ready for the second one. So I'm looking forward to it just because, I think what Guerrilla's doing over there is some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. It's funny. I haven't played the first game, but so my fiance's dad is a bit of a gamer, if you will, and he hasn't played a lot of like open world games. So I gave him my PlayStation 4 when I got my PlayStation 5, and I think I bought him Horizon Zero Dawn, or maybe my fiance did, but because I hadn't played it. But it's just funny because like his only experience with like open world games was playing Breath of the Wild, right. And he's like, "What is this horse shit?" I mean, he ended up really liking it, but he was like, this sucks. Like I can't climb up everything I want to. He's like, he's basically got this like the only open world game he's ever played is like the pinnacle of open world design.
Yeah, so everything else in comparison.
And he's just like, what the hell? But he did end up really liking it, and I think he's also hyped for the second one.
I think that was the problem when the first one came out too. Was Breath of the Wild and that game came out within a week of each other. I think.
Really?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really close.
Yeah. So I don't know, Casper. What do you think? Are you?
I like the first one a lot. I think mostly because it didn't actually have a lot in it. So like open world games always have tons of little tiny objectives.
Right.
This one didn't really have those really tiny annoying objectives. So you kind of just do like the big side missions, and then that's almost completionist.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's an open world game, right? But it's kind of pared down. At least the first one is. Maybe the second one, it seems like you go into a town and everybody's walking around and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like there's more life to the world, which I think was a problem in the first game that a lot of people. That too, and like the animations, right? It really looks like they cleaned up the animation system and graphically, I think this is gonna look great on the PS5. So I'm pretty pumped for it just because I'm a big fan of the first one. I know.
Is there any like big shifts in the gameplay that they've shown off? I did watch the trailer, but I didn't play the first one, right? So like what seems like new and exciting about this one other than that it looks better and they've maybe done general quality of life improvements?
I don't know if I'm just dreaming this, but was there a trailer where she had like a Breath of the Wild glider?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Dude,
so it seems like in this there's a lot more traversal like options, right? Because in the first one, like you're saying, Evan, you know, you're not able to climb up like everything, right? Like you feel like you should naturally just be able to climb up this mountain or whatever.
Yeah.
But it holds you down and says, nah. You gotta find like the yellow foothold or whatever.
Right.
So it seems like in this one they're opening it up a lot more. They've kind of worked out the kinks and so yeah, I'm really pumped for it. I kind of wish that, and I wonder when they're gonna stop making like exclusive PS4 games. I know that's kind of controversial, but I feel like the fact that this is a PS4 game, when did the PS4 come out, dude? That thing's old as shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't imagine how different they're gonna be, like the PS4 and PS5 versions.
Yeah, I feel like fidelity wise, obviously on the PS5 will look a lot better, but I just feel like let's cut the tie. You know what I mean? I got my PS5. I know
a lot of people have PS4s, dude.
Yeah, they can't get PS5.
100 plus million user base. I get it. It's just it's so weird though, because like Ratchet and Clank was PS5 exclusive, Returnal PS5 exclusive, and they're even saying like the new God of War is gonna be on PS4 too, and I'm like,
yeah.
So do you think it's gonna come to PC like the first one did?
Yeah, I think with PlayStation's with PlayStation's strategy, it seems like that's like a way to market for their PS5, right? So like maybe a year after the game comes out on PS5, PS4, they say, hey, listen, this is the kind of experience you could have on, PC players. Hey, listen, here's what you can do on PS5 as well. So I think that's like, I bet Ghost of Tsushima will be on PC, and they just put the
feel like that strategy is less like a reason to buy a PS5 and more of like an awareness of the fact that like it's really hard to convert PC gamers to console gamers, I think.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so it's like
especially with the chip shortage and stuff like that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So like the barrier to entry there is just too high. And so I think they're just like, well, we can get people to buy the game if we just put it on the PC, and those people don't have PlayStation, so they'll just buy it,
So yeah, it totally works on the flip side too, where it's, exactly, they don't have PS4, so they weren't going to buy the game anyways, but now they have the opportunity to. Yeah. And at that point, the developers have tweaked a ton of stuff and added whole new quality of life features and stuff like that. So because then the new God of War the first God of War just came out on PC as well, and it's doing really well. So it's definitely
I want to play it on PC. That sounds like it would look awesome. I haven't
seen the mods,
tried it on my PS5. I haven't seen any mods. No.
There's like a mod where it just makes his head really big.
Oh, hell
makes his eyes, whole head.
You gotta have big head mode. That's classic.
All right, cool. So we're looking forward to Horizon Forbidden West. What's the release date?
Feb? It's late Feb. Yeah, Feb 18. So middle of Feb.
Feb 18. We don't have full time, the amount of time to say February 18th, but it's Feb 18.
Feb 18. That's how I wrote it in my notes.
All right, Casper, you want to give us one of yours?
Yeah, sure. One of my games, I'm going to say it anyway, but it just came out yesterday, but I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. It's Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Oh, dude.
That
cool.
game, it doesn't look very well. Some parts, I've seen some screenshots that look really good, but for the most part, I think a lot of people got turned off because the early trailer looked really bad.
Yeah, like graphically for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
it's something's up with it. It looks like in the graphics. But I mean, Casper, it's getting great scores. Like it's probably got like a 8.85.
I've read some of the reviews that came out. They pretty much all say it plays great. I'm just excited for it because it's like the game I dreamed when I was a kid. Actually sneaking up on the Pokemon, throwing Pokeballs.
Yeah.
It just looks awesome.
That's awesome. I have it, but I haven't started playing it yet. It seems really cool. My fiance's been playing it, and she's all about it.
I was gonna ask if Liz was all up on that.
Yeah. And she said the same thing Casper said. It's like,
I also ordered it the day it came out, and I don't know if it was a glitch on Walmart, but I got it for $10 less.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that. It was cool.
Yeah, dude, that game seems really cool. I mean, it does seem to run a lot better than that first trailer, like, made you think. That first trailer was really rough and looked like an Unreal Tech demo, like, gone wrong.
Yeah. Well, it's at this point in the Switch's life cycle, like, in my opinion, they can't really use the excuse of like, it's a Switch, we can't do anything too crazy, because like you have games like Breath of the Wild, right? Where just the things that they're able to do with this, right, is at this point,
it does make me wonder that like how like much foliage there was in that trailer, how like crappily it ran. Like I do wonder if this was slated originally to be like a Switch Pro or like Switch 2 project, which I think pretty much everyone's in consensus for the most part that the reason the OLED came out was because the Switch Pro or Switch 2 was like delayed. Wasn't ready. Yeah, chip shortages and stuff, and they couldn't like make a nicer Switch yet, but they had already bought all the screens.
Right.
I think, so I think that's probably part of why it looks kind of not as good as people would want, because they thought they were working with better hardware. That's like totally hearsay and like something I'm making up.
But I mean, I think it's possible. It sounds totally plausible, right?
I think it's plausible, yeah.
I also kind of just feel bad in general for Game Freak, because, I mean, they're a big company, but it's not just them. There's like the whole Pokemon company. So everyone always thinks that Game Freak is going to make like these huge open world games, but and people want in the 3D games to have every single Pokemon, but there's like 1,000 or more. I don't even know how many there are, and you have to model each one, rig it, animate it. That's a lot. I would honestly be okay if they just stopped making new Pokemon and just released like a mix of
existing
150
Pokemon.
Yeah, which I guess that's what this game is.
Right. I think there are a couple new ones, but yeah.
I think from a story perspective too, it's kind of neat where I guess you're starting the first Pokedex, right? Like the whole point of the game. So going forward, like this new Legends offshoot, I'm excited to see what they do with it. I'm sure they'll get better at making tree models and stuff like that. So yeah.
I mean, I'm really excited. Like I thought it's weird that it was called like Legends Arceus. I thought it was gonna be like there was gonna be like a partner game, like Diamond and Pearl, and Black and White.
Yeah. I like that weird too. How you don't have to buy a whole nother game.
I know, right?
to get like the full experience.
Yeah.
There's one more thing I want to talk about it, but I can't remember.
We can always come back to it.
I think it's a great pull. It's a great way to start, Nintendo's I guess like Nintendo's year, so
definitely.
Yeah.
All right, folks, you've all been waiting for it.
Let's
play the fanfare. February 25th, 2022. Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby. Hell yeah. I'm so goddamn excited, dude. Every preview of this game that I watched on YouTube was basically like, I'm gonna come. This is the greatest video game ever. I'm so excited. Did you guys see that interview with Miyazaki? I just read the headline, but apparently there's a bunch of poison swamps in the game.
Oh, is there?
I thought it was like an Onion article. Like, he's just like, I love poison swamps, basically. And
dude, I saw
the joke being that everyone hates the poison swamps in all the Dark Souls
I don't
games.
Give a shit. Yeah, it's like I'll make as much as I want. You're still gonna play it.
Yeah, you idiot.
I heard that this is kind of what intrigues me most about this game is he said that I'm very sure he said that in an interview recently that it's gonna be like not as hard. That kind of piqued my interest more than the past. Like, I'm sure it's still gonna be like really brutal, you know what I mean? But maybe more accessible. Like he wants to get more people in the door. Because I think the Souls games has like this, I don't know, like stigma, right? Just like I feel like a lot of
it does.
Right. It's like hard to. It's not very accessible, and it's like, how do I even begin? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
mean that's hype. That's a reason to get hype for it. I'm just excited to go adventuring. I'm excited. Like a lot of the cool I'm excited to see what they do with like an open world design. Not to say like the games they're like they're not open world, but they're like expansive in a way. So this seems like not too far away from that, I guess.
Right.
But like the fact they've introduced just like random events and stuff and just more open world mechanics seems really cool.
I kind of wonder though, like from the what is it called, the beta test or
The
whatever
network test they did, yeah.
Right.
I know
They
that
had a
was only a
couple of those.
small portion, but I'm wondering, is it just like big arenas that you kind of go forwards through,
I don't
or is it
think
just
so.
like one big map?
The way I
Well,
understood
I
it
think
is a
it's
big-
probably got choke points if I had to make like a guess. Like
Yeah.
it's not like Skyrim where you can pick a direction and just like keep walking and you'll just kind of keep going. I do think it, like at least in that network test, I don't remember the name of the area, but like it's like a big field and then it ends in a castle. And then
Okay.
but looking at the map, it kind of looks like that castle forms like a wall that blocks you off from the rest of the map. So you need to like conquer, get through that castle to then keep going north through the map.
That's cool. Yeah.
Did they say if that was like the beginning of the game?
I don't think they did, and I also like historically with like the original Dark Souls network test, like I think it's not necessarily going to be like totally reflective of the opening of the game and stuff.
Right.
Okay. So like they might like, because obviously the people who got to play it made like tons of YouTube videos about it. So everybody who's watched those knows like who the mini bosses are that can spawn in that area and stuff. But there's a pretty good chance I'd say that none of that ends up being true. Yeah, or like some of it ends up changing. So
I wonder if they're gonna do like a Breath of the Wild thing where it's like a great plateau,
right?
Where it's like a tiny open world and then it expands, or I just don't know.
That would be really cool. I mean that's like the smartest open world thing that I've seen. Like that was the coolest innovation in open world design, in my opinion, that I've seen like in the last bajillion years.
It's cool because it doesn't feel like a tutorial.
No, it doesn't
at all. It's just a smaller version of the game.
Right. Totally cool. Fuck yeah. Let's just talk about Breath of the Wild every time. But yeah, I'm super pumped. It's also going to be the first time that I ever play a Souls game at release with like a really strong like
lots of
online
players.
community. Yeah.
Yeah.
I played Sekiro at release, but there's no online in Sekiro, so
right. It's different. I think because like a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of theory videos and stuff like that. So it's kind of like joining right at the start. You're in it. You're in the hype of
yeah. I'm really excited about that aspect of it to be part.
I think it will be the first time for me too.
Yeah. So
I always played after.
Me too. Yeah. When I played Dark Souls 1 for the first time, I think it was like 7 years after it came out.
Right.
And no one was online on my Xbox 360. So sad.
It's surprising how many people are still on the first game on PC.
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
There's a ton.
PC players, they like to stick with one thing. I feel like more so than console gamers.
That's something that also appeals to me too. Just before I move off Elden Ring, is just the fact that it seems like the online, like it's not co-op like in the traditional sense, like you just join a friend right away. But it sounds like they made it a lot easier.
They did some quality of life improvements around like matching with your friends for sure that I was reading about online, which is dope. Super.
Actually, even as an invader, it sounds completely different because it's open world. So like the invader knows where the player is. There's like a little mini map or something.
Oh, that's cool.
Scary, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So like the invader can hide behind a rock, but the player doesn't know he's there. Kind of cool.
I'm so excited. Yeah. I'm gonna invade so many people. I'm so excited. All right, Kody, how about your second hypest game? Now that these are in order. I don't think.
So yeah, I don't know if I'm not sure if this will be on anyone else's list, but I got my number 2, Starfield.
That's not on my list, but
that's on my list.
Yeah. So
November 11th, 2022, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. They missed, because if it happened last year, it would have been the 10-year anniversary of Skyrim, I'm pretty sure.
But 11/11/22 is pretty cool because 11 and 11 add together and make 22.
Yeah, that's true. I've been trying to not tune in and watch like as much stuff. I'm trying to stay in the dark about this one.
Yeah.
But I think that Bethesda has a lot to prove right now, right? Because Fallout 4 came out and it didn't hit probably, quite like they wanted it to.
Definitely not.
Yeah, and then, with Fallout 76, same kind of thing. Kind of, crashed, right on release. They've been building it up. I hear it's a lot better now.
It's a battle royale now.
Yeah, there's like all sorts of weird stuff. But I think Starfield is going to be the return to form, and I think they've been working on this since like 2015 or something like that. So yeah, I think that it has a lot of promise.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because in a lot of ways, who made Outer Worlds? Is that Obsidian?
Yeah.
Obsidian. So like I think in a lot of ways Obsidian kind of did Starfield first. You know what I mean? With Outer Worlds, I think Outer Worlds was awesome, a lot of fun. But I'm interested to see kind of what like here is the first IP from Bethesda in ever since like years. The original. Yeah, right.
I saw that on Wikipedia today.
Yeah, because it's like is the first Elder Scrolls, right? So it's just been forever.
Yeah.
I love that kind of formula of game where you do quests, you're looting, that sort of thing. I think that's awesome. So I can't wait for it. But
yeah, I mean, I played the shit out of Skyrim. And if it's as fun as Skyrim was at release, I will be happy. That's all I could hope for.
I've been trying to kind of stay away from the news too, but I still heard some, and I don't know if it was a rumor or actual news, but it sounds like you can actually pilot the ship,
dude.
Yeah,
that you get.
I think I read that too.
Dude. That's like I love space dogfighting.
That's the thing, though. If you can pilot the ship, that means that's a lot.
And they're trying to be careful, I'm sure, because after promising all this crazy stuff with 76 and you see games like like No Man's Sky kind of at release kind of promise the same thing. But yeah, I think this game has a lot of promise. I just hope they don't fall on their face. But yeah, it's definitely one of my most anticipated games.
Did they
just out of curiosity, right? I just want to see.
Yeah, definitely.
What the hell is going on?
My list is grouped into a couple categories, and at the bottom, the final category is just I'm just curious about it, and it's in that category.
Right. Yep.
Sweet, yeah. Starfield 11/11/22, baby.
Of course, that's not going to be on PlayStation systems. So.
Right. Yeah, get it on Xbox Game Pass. This podcast sponsored by Minisoft.
Kody, this is your chance. You sell us Xbox Live, or what was the thing that you always try to sell us?
Oh Game Pass, so of course this will be a day one Game Pass game. So make sure to get your.
All right, shill. All right.
Dude, I'll be a shill. Listen, they want to pay me. I'll be a shill all day for that. Yeah.
This is a formal request to Todd Howard and to
please Phil
Spencer. Yeah, please sponsor the Any Percent podcast. Yeah. Every bonus episode, we will shill Xbox Game Pass if you pay us.
It's at very least it's gonna be good in my opinion. I don't think that they can't, like, they literally can't. Or else they're just gonna be like no hope for them going forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After 76.
I hope it's good.
Yeah, they're on a downward trend, right? Like they gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta like right the ship for sure. So fingers crossed. Casper, what's your number 2 pick?
This one's just kind of a fun one. Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin.
That's also in my I'm curious section.
Yeah, this one it's
when is it coming out? Chaos.
Dude, it's such a crazy trailer.
Yeah, that whole trailer was crazy. It I don't even know what it's about.
Yeah, who gives a fuck what it's about, dude? Genuinely.
When does it come out? I don't even know.
I have
March 15th.
Yeah, so pretty soon.
Oh, that's soon. I feel like I haven't seen anything about it besides that trailer.
I think you can the trailer shows him in like a t-shirt.
Yeah, you better be able to put on different armor because that t-shirt.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you can wear more than just a t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what more do you need to wear to beat chaos?
Right. Exactly.
Dude, it's so out of place. Is there a reason why it's so out of place?
No, literally no, dude. I think it's just the. I'm gonna look up who the director was, like the costume designer was.
I don't know anything about it. I know there's chaos, and you gotta kill him. I think you have like 2 buddies that follow you.
Yeah, you definitely got the homies with you. That's for sure.
Yeah, dude. It's a Nomura.
It is.
Yeah, so that's what Nomura's like still into, dude. It's just like
the edgy.
Like this dude is the guy that designed Cloud Strife. He designed the characters in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that's true. Belts. Yep.
He loves belts, dude. I mean, they look like the characters in Final Fantasy 15. They look pretty similar to that. It's just weird because the game seems like it's set in a much more medieval, like high fantasy setting.
There's no cars, right? Like there's not going to be a car.
I know, yeah. If I can't cruise in my car to like Stand By Me by Florence and the Machine, like I don't know.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work for me. I don't know, yeah. It looks so awful. Weird. I mean, I think it looks like it might suck, but I want to play it just to see if it sucks.
I forgot. Did it look like it was like Devil May Cry type combat?
I think it's like, well, it's by the team that did Neo, and I've watched the trailer and I haven't watched any coverage of. They did do like a beta test or whatever like a couple months ago, and I haven't seen any footage of that. But how I assume it is, since it's by the people that do Neo, is that it's a Souls adjacent game. Like
Souls.
Yeah, Souls like.
Okay.
So
is it is it gonna be a PlayStation exclusive, Casper?
I have no clue.
I don't think so.
I probably PC. I don't think it would be. It's Sony, or not Sony. It's Square Enix. Usually they do multi-platform releases.
It's everything.
Okay, because we know Final Fantasy 16, at least on release, is going to be
PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, it looks. As I'm watching the trailer now, it looks like the combat is a little more fluid. Yeah, person wearing a t-shirt. She's wearing like a hoodie too, like a medieval like hoodie.
He's got drip, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, it definitely looks like the combat's like more fluid, like a Devil May Cry. That's what it looks like.
Oh, okay, cool.
Even the title is strange. So, Stranger of Paradise, and then it's called Final Fantasy Origin. Why is it called Origin?
Because they're. I think it's supposed to be like retelling Final Fantasy 1.
That's what I thought.
Oh, really?
Because I'm pretty sure that's like Garland or whatever, like that they show at the end of the trailer.
Oh,
or maybe our guys, I don't know. Like I think it's supposed to be just like an alternate retelling of Final Fantasy 1, like recontextualized into having t-shirts instead. Can I just say that no hate on Nomura, but like Amano's designs are way cooler. I think like old Final Fantasy, where it's just like a bunch of like twinky dudes in like flowing robes and stuff, is like way more up my alley. Like I just think it looks so much cooler.
Yeah. It depends. Sometimes Nomura's costumes that he makes or whatever his characters are really cool, but sometimes he goes overboard and it's just like,
I really hated the designs in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like everybody had plaid. I don't know why. He was just like, this game's the plaid game. Like everybody's gonna wear plaid, and it's like, dude, I remember when like my mom bought me that t-shirt at Target when I was in like 2016. It was like, or 16, Jesus Christ. That was way older than that. 2006, I meant to say. And it was like the Tony Hawk Target brand, it just looks so, I just think so out of touch with like where fashion is at right now.
Yeah, it's of the time for sure.
I mean, it's like what, 90s fashion kind of?
I don't know. I mean, obviously
like
streetwear has like so many different like subcultures, and maybe he ascribes to like a specific subculture. It's just, I feel like it is so far from what what we think as the average gamer is like, dude, that's fucking sick, dude. Like, it's not like, because Cloud Strife was fucking sick, dude. He had like shoulder pad, dude, hell yeah. He had big sword, dude, hell yeah. Like this dude's like literally just a buff Joe with a pretty big sword.
Yeah.
And one motorcycle glove, I think, is part of his design.
Yeah. Absolutely. He's wearing a Henley.
Yeah. Right, it's a Henley too. No, yes, it's a fucking Henley. When's the last time anyone wore a Henley? I'm sorry. I don't wear Henleys. If you're listening to this and you're a big Henley fan, I'm sorry to alienate you. And I don't think they're bad by any means. I just feel like they're not like video game like dope,
I'm
just really we gotta get off fashion. All right, my second game, I'm gonna skip the one that I have next because I'm sure one of you guys are gonna say it. So I'm gonna say Oxenfree 2, baby. Lost Signals. Have you guys played Oxenfree?
No, I haven't. That's always been like, so I think I got it on Epic for free, maybe.
Yeah, it was like one of the first free Epic games. I remember that being free on there.
What's it about? I never heard of it.
It's a narrative adventure, kind of like Night in the Woods or whatever. It's like 2D, and you like walk around maps, like talking to people and solving puzzles and stuff. And it is by Night School Studios, and they have since done After Party, which I haven't played, but people seem to really like. and then I think they've done one other that I'm currently spacing on since Oxenfree. But I don't know. I just thought it was really fun. Originally, like, it tells a pretty interesting story. It's got like spooky elements, and the soundtrack is awesome. It's like this like synth.
Like, oh, dude, love me some synths,
yeah, like man. 70s, like ethereal, but also like not like crazy ethereal. Like, it's got like pop elements in it for sure. Like, it's pretty grounded. I don't know. Yeah, it's just, and it's by this guy, Scientific. It's awesome, and I believe he's doing the soundtrack for this one. I guess I'd be really surprised if he wasn't, but I now can't remember if I read that or not. So I'm just super excited for the soundtrack. Super excited to see the continuation of that story.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask.
Those are pretty much
the
two things.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if this was the same like characters from the first one, because I never played the first one.
I think it is. Looking at when I watched the trailer, it seemed like they were the same characters. And even if they're not, I'm cool with that, because like I think there's some overarching like narrative elements that I don't want to spoil for anybody who hasn't played the game. That I would hope would continue into this game. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I must have got the first game for free on Epic.
Yeah, dude, you guys should play it. It's sick. Maybe we can do it. Hey, maybe we can do it for the pod, because this game's dope.
Maybe. When is the second one? When's the release date of?
So right now it's just listed as 2022, and that's according to multiple store listings.
Okay.
So sometime this year, we'll see. Yeah, I have my fingers crossed.
Cool. Right. that'd be a good episode to the first one, maybe.
Yeah. All right, Kody, what's up? Give me your next one.
Yes, I'm looking through the list, right? I think the next one I'm going to talk about. Okay, so listen, guys.
I'm listening.
You guys know a little studio called Rockstar. Oh, wait, Rocksteady, not Rockstar. Rocksteady.
Rocksteady, like from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes,
Bebop and Rocksteady. Yeah,
exactly.
No, I know. Yeah.
I don't know. Did you guys play it? So the game that I was going to talk about is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Because for the longest time,
I thought they were making that other one. That there's another Batman game that was like
so WB Montreal is working on Gotham Knights, which is like kind of the same type of game, if that's what you're thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah, because
is Gotham Knights gonna be like a continuation of like the Arkham stuff, or
that's I think it they're kind of keeping it they don't want to show their cards just yet, but in that one the story is kind of like I think like Bruce Wayne's dead, or like Batman died, so it's like the rest of the Bat family is trying to figure out what's going on.
Bat auntie and Bat uncle and Bat freaky little cousin.
Yeah, the Bat family. Yeah. But this one's focused on the Suicide Squad's pretty hot right now. A lot of James Gunn's doing really cool stuff with the recent movie that came out, and then he's doing Peacemaker right now.
Gotta watch
the TV show, spinoff show.
It.
It's really good.
Yeah, everybody seems to really like it.
Yeah. So I think I'm pretty pumped for this, just to see, because they haven't done. I don't know when Arkham Knight came out. That was forever ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like while I was still in college, for sure.
I think that for me, like Arkham City is still my favorite out of the trilogy. Arkham Knight was still very good, and
wait, isn't there 4? Isn't there Arkham Origins?
So yeah, that was a WB Montreal.
I didn't know.
It's kind of like it's kind of like the bastard child of
the freaky Bat cousin. I get it.
Yeah, because it's like I feel like Rocksteady didn't want anyone to play with their toys. You know what I mean? But
sure.
WB's like, nah, like come on, we gotta make some money off these Bat games. Arkham Origins is still really good. I just think that it's not as good as the Rocksteady trilogy. But I'm really pumped just seeing what we saw. I think it was at the Game Awards.
Yeah, right? There's a trailer with like Captain Boomerang or whatever.
Yeah, so it seems like each of the 4 characters has like a very unique play style. I'm interested to see where they go with like story wise, right? Like you got pretty much like regular people, and they're going to be going up against like Superman.
Yeah. Oh right, I was thinking it was Kill Batman. It's Kill the Justice League.
Exactly. Yeah. Like,
that's cool.
The Flash. So I'm very interested to see, and with the Suicide Squad property, like these characters could die at any time. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's co-op too, which is super super interesting.
It's what?
And
sorry?
I don't know. I think it's co-op. If I'm not mistaken.
Sick.
And I think that this game, it's given me like some like Sunset Overdrive vibes.
Sure.
I don't know if anyone else is picking up, just like maneuvering through the city.
Yeah,
and, jumping on buildings.
Yeah. Seems like it has pretty cool like traversal mechanics just from that short trailer and stuff. So there's like, is it a shark instead of a crocodile or whatever in this one? Like it's like
King Shark.
Yeah. What's his name?
King Shark. His name is like some. Yeah.
That reminded me like the brief. I think there's a brief gameplay section in that trailer, and it reminded me of like the 2002 Hulk game, just like running through shit. Like
absolutely, I think what was it called, like Ultimate Destruction or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
we're just like busting up the whole place.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it seems like the characters are gonna have a lot of they're gonna be varied enough that maybe multiple playthroughs and stuff like that. You queue up with your friends and have a fun time. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I think Rocksteady can't do no wrong. So.
Yeah, just because you're a comics guy, like, is the Suicide Squad like a group that is typically like trying to kill the Justice League? Like, I don't know anything about them as a group. And in the in the fucking first movie, which I did see with Jared Leto and stuff, like they are the good guys, right? Like they are just, I don't know what their deal is.
I think they're kind of their situation is interesting because they have the classic, you got the bomb in the back of your head, do what we say or else we'll blow you up.
I've always said I have a bomb in the back of my head.
So they're bad guys. Obviously they're in prison, right? The only way they can reduce their time in prison is by going on these like missions where they're high chance that they're gonna die, right? That's like the whole point.
Yeah. But so they're doing good guy stuff. So why are they trying to kill the fucking Justice League?
Aren't they right? So in this one, it looks like the Justice League. I think it's Brainiac, who's like this bad guy, has been like mind controlling all the Justice League, and he's like taking over the world. So I think that's the spin on it. And you're right. This might be like the highest stakes that I've seen.
And do you think in this game we are literally going to like watch beloved DC properties like be murdered?
That's why it's super interesting, because like I can't imagine how they're gonna do it, but I'm excited to see like how they're gonna do it.
They're just gonna like fucking like Dragon Ball, like wish him back to life at the end or something. Because I mean that would be crazy if like in like a commercial product like this, like having like every beloved member of the Justice League be like murdered.
Yeah, like brutally, right?
Probably
Suicide
violently.
Squad's very gory, traditionally like in the comics. So I'm just super pumped for it. I think going forward, like I'm definitely gonna. Like I don't need to see any more trailers, right? Like I'm sold. You know what I mean?
All right.
So hopefully that comes out this year. Like
has Rocksteady done anything between now and Arkham Knight, as far as we know?
It's been they've been working on this game. Yeah.
Wow. Dope.
They might have had a couple.
Wait a second. So you're telling me they started working on this game when the first Suicide Squad movie came out?
I don't remember what year that was, but
I think it's like 2018.
Rocksteady is interesting because they don't have like a lot of leaks come out of them. Like other studios, like stuff's leaking all over, right? Rocksteady, I think they might have had like one or two canceled projects. I think they might have been working on like a Superman game at one point. So this seems like maybe this game spun out of that or something.
Got it.
Yeah, they did a Batman VR game. I don't know how long that took them, though.
That's right. The PSVR.
I remember. My friend sent me a video of himself playing it. You're like in the Batmobile, and he just like stood up out of his chair and turned around and like saw Batman's like headless torso in the seat, and he was like, "This game's awesome."
Yeah.
All right. What's the release date on that?
Just 2022.
Just 2022. What's the source on that? Is that official 2022 or is rumored 2022?
Official. So I think in the end of the trailer, they said 2022, and then I think. WB has reiterated that this, and then I don't want to steal the thunder in case someone else's game, but the new Harry Potter game, they're like, no, this will be 2022. Because
I don't think either me or Casper have the Harry Potter game on
I don't want to do that.
But funny thing about that, dude, I thought when I saw the trailer, it's by like Avalanche something.
Right.
I thought it was the Avalanche that does Just Cause. It is not.
Yeah, I know.
It is a totally different studio. And now I don't give a shit. When I was like, holy shit, Harry Potter by the Just Cause guys, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. I got really hyped. And then like a month ago, I was like reading a press release and I was like, don't they like spell it with like all caps or something?
Yeah, there's something. I looked it up. Like one's Avalanche Studios.
And one's like Avalanche Software or something. Yeah. And
yeah.
Come on. So anyway, Casper, what's your next one?
What is my next one?
Come on, Casper, chop.
Oh, okay. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 Heart of Chernobyl.
Oh, nice.
So do you guys know about the S.T.A.L.K.E.R series?
I've never played the Stalker games.
When the first one come out, it's like forever ago, right?
Forever ago.
It was like early 2000s, I think.
Was it a PS like PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 generation game?
To be honest, I didn't know much about it until recently.
Oh, okay.
I think it was only PC. And
I thought so too.
Oh, you know what I'm getting confused with Stalker with? Is Stalker spelled like S.T. like it's an acronym?
Yeah.
I'm getting it confused with Fear, which is also like an acronym.
Oh yeah.
And
okay.
So I have so I take it back. I have no fucking idea what Stalker is.
So if I remember right, in the first Stalker, it's pretty much, well, it takes place in Chernobyl, right?
Yeah.
And there's like a bunch of paranormal events. I think the main character is a stalker because it stands for something. He like hunts treasure or something in Chernobyl.
They're like, so many paranormal events. All these people are getting cancer. That's so paranormal.
Much. The game was kind of like a horror game, and it was also, I don't know what they call it, like the realistic
it's like a survival game, right?
Yeah, like a simulation type game where like everything.
You know, it gives me a lot of Metro vibes just from watching the gameplay now and what we've seen before.
I mean, it's Russia, radiation, it's
guns.
Yeah.
But there will be like I don't know what they were called, but like these weird gravity anomalies where like you could see like an animal in the distance just like walk down a field, and all of a sudden it just flies up.
Whoa.
Because of just like it was a really interesting game. The only thing is,
that sounds like a physics bug, guys. I don't know how to tell you this.
I see it
it's
now.
An in-universe anomaly, and it only happens to a couple times in the playthrough. Sometimes no times at all.
The original game is pretty outdated. It's kind of hard to play.
Mm-hmm.
But that just makes me... But it has a lot of really cool concepts. And it makes me really excited for this new one that's coming out.
Nice.
Yeah. It seems like in this trailer, the character is walking through like this field. And yeah, you're saying the gravity like bubbles, and he's got like a stick. He's trying to sense it and be like, oh, I don't want to go over there or else I'll get, popped or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's fascinating.
It adds a lot of neat concepts. But for some reason, I don't know if the game didn't do well or just wasn't popular enough or something.
Yeah. Is it made by like a Russian studio or something? Just because it sounds very intrinsically Russian.
I think the studio got bought by Xbox, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, it could still be a Russian though, or a Russian studio.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the publisher is the developer is GSC Game World. I don't.
Yeah, never heard of them.
Okay, I think it is Russian though.
Yeah, cool. I'm into it, dude. Yeah. Hey, my game of the year last year was by a bunch of Russian people. So, if you're Russian and you're listening to this, I'm marrying a Russian. A, and B, like, make Russia. I just want to get more like imported Russian games because I feel like those guys, like, I just don't know how to access.
There's definitely like
community.
talent, obviously, right? Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna add another game real quick because I just don't know anything about it, and it's also Russian.
Yeah.
It's coming out this year, but there's no release date. It's Atomic Heart.
That's got the same vibe for sure.
Yeah, I saw that.
That one is definitely Xbox owned, right?
I still don't know. I think. Oh no, it's coming out for PlayStation. So.
Okay. Yeah. Never mind. I'm just talking my ass.
Yeah. Fuck you, Kody.
That one I don't know anything about, but it looked really interesting. There's just a lot of cool games coming out of Russia and that area.
Yeah.
This year.
Psyched. All right. The release date 2022. We don't know, right? Sometime in 2022.
Yeah, I don't think it has an actual official release. Date.
No, that's what you said about Atomic Heart. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Stalker. Actually, no. Hold on, I wrote it down. Let me see. Stalker, December 8th.
December 8th.
Nice.
Christmas.
Yeah.
You can spend Christmas in Chernobyl. Okay, my next game. Let's see, which one do I want to do? Let's do. Looking forward to Bomb Rush Cyberfunk.
Oh,
do you guys
nice.
know what I'm saying right now?
I was wondering if. So this is like Jet Set Radio, spiritual successor, right?
Yeah, spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio. The company's called Team Reptile. They're indie. They don't have, I don't think, any actual affiliation with Sega or Jet Set. I believe the only people coming from original Jet Set is Hideki Nagum. I'm gonna butcher his last name. I suddenly can't remember, but his first name's Hideki, and he's the composer.
Gotcha.
And so a lot of like really funky, fresh beats, in this game. So I'm really excited for the music. Super excited for just more Jet Set Radio. I have a lot of really fond memories of playing Jet Set Radio Future when I was a kid because the woman who cut my hair, she did it at her house. And when my brother was getting his haircut, I would go hang out with her kids who were like 10 years older than me, and we'd play Jet Set Radio Future. It was lit. Yeah. Jamie, if you're listening to this, bro, thinking of you.
That's great.
No, so I'm just really psyched for that. I mean, that was near the bottom of my hype list just because I don't feel like I have a lot to say about it. If you haven't played Jet Set Radio, it's a game about inline skating.
Right.
And you just do grinds and you spray paint and you're just kind of a hooligan, and this is like more of that. Seems like, and
yeah,
can't go wrong.
Wall running too looks like,
right?
And,
yeah. I don't know if Jet Set Radio had this, but this game looks like you can ride a bike, and there's like different...
There's other traversal methods. Yeah, there's a little more. Seems like there's more variety. Yeah. Seems like more of a focus on story based on one of the trailers. I think like I don't know. Maybe I just was too young to pay attention, but I felt like Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future didn't really have much going on in the ways the story was more like interconnected levels. Or not interconnected, like separate levels where it was just like it was like Tony Hawk, it's just like you unlock the next level, tag it up, do all the grinds, get points, do the next level.
What is this coming out on?
This will be on Switch. I don't know what else. I presume PC. I lifted the date off the Switch, the eShop page, which is just 2022. Okay. So that's my source on the date. So really looking forward to that. Maybe I would like to play it this summer because I feel like there's not a lot of stuff coming out this summer that I want to play. So
right.
But I might be still catching
April
up from spring.
It sounds like it droughts and then starts to pick back up. So
all right, Kody. This is your fourth one.
This would be my fourth one. Yep. All right, let's see. Looking through. Okay, listen.
All right,
gotta give the shout out to Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Okay.
Dude, I haven't watched the trailer, but I totally don't give a shit. And like my coworkers are excited, and I'm like, why, dude?
Lego Star Wars 2 was like when I was a kid. That was super. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it's just like a return to form, right? I'm excited to play it more with Riley than anything, right? This is kind of like an easy way. It's a turn your brain off kind of game, collect-a-thon. You're going through the Star Wars story, right? But she doesn't, care about that. But I think it'd just be a great Lego game to play with her. I'm super pumped, dude. I hope it brings back like.
Is it like a collection of the other two, like all the Star Wars games?
So from what it sounds like, and this game's been in development for a long time. They haven't put out anything. They used to pump out Lego games like all the time, right?
Yeah.
But they kind of took a break. All right, let's peel it back. Let's actually, so it sounds like it's from the ground up, like remake of the original 2 Star Wars games, and then they're adding, 7, 8, 9. Say what you will about those movies, but I'm sure that their satirical take on, Star Wars is
they're fun. They're definitely fun and funny.
Yeah. I'm super pumped for it just because I can't wait to. That's like a great couch co-op game.
Totally.
I feel like we don't get a lot of those.
Definitely.
They're very rare nowadays. So
I just feel like I tried to play 2 years ago. Liz and I tried to play the Lego Harry Potter games together, and they're just I don't know, man. I almost feel like you kind of got to be a kid, like a little bit, like because they're just so simple and
for sure. They're definitely like
very engaging,
heavily
at all.
Geared.
Yeah,
right.
I remember when I was a kid, I had I don't remember what it's called, like the Saga, the old one for the PlayStation 2, where it's like you go through all the different episodes. Yeah, I think it was that one or something. I remember I had, he wasn't really a friend, but like, like your parents are friends and like a kid comes over and he just wanted to play that game all the time. And I hated that game. And eventually they just like threw it out. Like I hid it somewhere. I don't even remember where I hid it.
So it's like, I don't have it anymore, dude. Stop. I need to play this game.
Some goblins came and took it, man. I don't know. That's crazy.
So I don't know if you can see right there. I got some Lego sets right there.
Is that a Lego Porsche?
So I do have a Lego Porsche. I haven't built it yet. I'm waiting for. Actually, I was hoping if the power goes out, I was gonna do that. But nice. It's a Lego James Bond car. And then a Lego Batmobile from like the new movie that's coming out in a couple months.
Oh,
I didn't even
nice.
notice your 3D printer
So,
until now.
I'm a big nerdy Lego fan. I can't wait, dude, just to
Dude,
jump
I'm
back in.
I'm not trying to dig on Lego. I'm just trying to dig on the Lego
Right.
games. Like I love
For
Legos.
sure,
I
I
have
get it.
off camera. I have Legos. I buy Legos. I have the Lego Seinfeld set, which I haven't
Oh
put
yeah,
together
that's
yet.
right, that's right. Yep.
Like I definitely don't like have a problem with Lego. It's just I do think those games are just like I don't know. I guess I had a bit of fun with when I was in college. I played the like Avengers one that was like open world,
Yeah.
and it was fun to just
Right.
be like I'm Lego Iron Man and just like shoot around the city. Like that was cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I haven't played, every single Lego game, right? But every now and then I like to jump in and see like, all right, what, like what's different from the
Yeah.
original formula, right?
Right. So that's what
like
I'm saying though, is
differences
I
have
feel
they
like
make.
this.
So hopefully this one, yeah.
Yeah, this one's gonna be like the original formula, which just seems boring and not fun to me.
Yeah,
guess, so.
I hope
Yeah.
that they introduce like more new stuff, but I definitely see where you're coming from.
If they
hopefully
would
it's
let me
like,
like do some Lego dogfighting, dude, and like fly a ship from planet to planet, come on, like that would be. That's what I
Oh,
need
yeah,
from
yeah.
this game.
The Epic gave the Batman Lego series out for free, like the
Mhm.
whole trilogy. I went to go play it last year or whatever. I'm like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
just
boring.
Yeah, I had
I
that on
just think
DS.
because obviously the audience for those games are like
Kids.
little kids. Like obviously
Yeah.
they're family games or whatever, but they want to make sure they're accessible to like kids who have like not fully developed motor cortexes, So like they're just
Yeah.
really,
so like
really
how
simple.
complex could they be?
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. So what's the release date on that?
Let me see. I don't know if it's been pushed back so many times. Yeah, so April 5th it says. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna be a game that I'm gonna like 100% complete and play for like a month straight.
But you're hyped
it's
for
definitely gonna be a fun time, playing with Riley. So
Yeah. Nice.
April 5th, not May the 4th, dude. What the fuck?
Dude, lame.
Someone should tell him.
I don't know
listen,
if you
delay
guys
your game
know
by
there's
a
this whole
month.
holiday thing.
They need to know.
Casper, what's your next one, my friend?
Yeah, it is a Plague Tale Requiem.
Dude, I have to play A Plague Tale Innocence. I have it twice over. I bought it for myself on PC, and then literally the next month it was the free PlayStation game. So I have it on both things, and I haven't played it yet.
It was a PS5 day and date, like when the remaster or whatever it was called.
Plague Tale, the first one, I like that game. It looked really nice. I mean, it was a little clunky, but I don't even know what the studio has done before. I don't even know if it might be a new studio. I don't actually know.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it's published by Focus Home Interactive, and they tend to publish like just kind of interesting smaller studio games.
Yeah, that's like to me, Focus Home Interactive is like squarely in that like AA space.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
That's
right,
starting to make a comeback. The first game, everybody seems like they love it. Maybe like the ending, they're not so hot on. Maybe like they shave off 2 hours. It would have been a great game.
Yeah, I won't spoil that. The ending's a little weird though. Like it's really not even much of a spoil, but I still won't say it just because it's such a weird thing to see. But the slingshot that you use is actually really satisfying. Just winding it up and then right in the head.
Plus the rat physics.
The rat physics. Yeah, that's a interesting mechanic. Honestly,
So
it doesn't really add too much. But
so like the story's the main thing, right? Like that's the main
I would
draw.
say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it has a lot to do with like what do they call them? Not alchemists.
Children.
Well, yeah, not alchemists, but like the people that would change one item to another item.
Isn't that
alchemist.
That's an alchemist.
Is it just?
I think so.
I mean,
is
when
it
the alchemists
okay.
claim they could change elements like from one element to another.
I don't know why. I think I switched alchemist and chemist in my head.
Yeah, yeah.
And, but yeah, okay. So it has like this whole alchemy backstory, and like you go through like these castles and stuff, and it's like old France, and it looks really nice.
Dope.
And the new game, I actually don't know what the new game's about. I'm guessing it just follows the story of the two siblings.
I think it's the same. I think it's the same protagonist at least, but
yeah.
Yes, I mean it seems great. Everything we've seen from it, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is that does it have a set release date?
I don't think it does. It's just 2022.
Yep.
Fingers crossed.
Sometime this year, maybe.
Yeah, from what I've played of the first one, it definitely seems like the studio is figuring it out, and this one seems like the next big step, and this is what's gonna be, you know.
I wonder if like the rat shader took a long time to make. I don't know what it would even be.
Yeah.
Because it does look really cool for the most part. Like sometimes
absolutely. That's like the highlight, right?
So do you know how it works, Evan? Where like you got the flame.
No,
there's just like a bunch of rats and they're scared of the flame.
Oh.
So like if you push them, they'll like kind of go back. It's like a wave of rats and they'll like slowly go back. But if you push them into a wall and they can't connect to the other wave of rats, they'll just like poof.
Oh, yeah. So it's definitely just a shader then. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's super interesting. Yeah.
Sweet. I gotta play the first game before that comes out because I've heard nothing but good stuff. All right. What should I do next? How about let's do Slime Rancher 2, baby. I'm psyched for Slime Rancher 2. Have you guys played Slime Rancher?
I have.
Yeah.
Cody? I've always wanted to. I got it free on Epic as well, so looking to jump into it at some point. Actually, I think I might have it on Switch too. It might have been on sale, and I think I picked it up.
It's a bonkers cozy game. Like it's definitely my cozy game I'm looking forward to for this year because 2021. I can't think of a good cozy game that came out in 2021. 2020 we had Animal Crossing, and that was my cozy game of the year. But this is definitely gonna be like just my nice relaxing thing, and I'm just super psyched. I don't have a ton to say about it without just like explaining what Slime Rancher is, because I just presume the trailers are relatively sparse, so it's just I presume it's more of the same, which I'm totally cool with and want to play. And I'm sure they'll come up with cool ways to innovate on it.
That art style is so cool.
Yeah.
It's something satisfying just about sucking up the slimes.
Dude, I know, dude. They like really nailed it. I don't know.
The sound design, right?
And I love that you move at like Doom level speeds. Like you're never like you just fly around the map, and it's just so smart, right? Because from like a reasoning perspective, there's really no reason that this young lady can like fly around as quickly as she does. Like from like a lore perspective or whatever. But they were just like, this is more fun. Like no one wants to slowly walk, because you do a lot of going out and coming back, out, coming back. So they just realized we got to make that kind of quick. And it just feels so fun to zip around and suck stuff, blow it. I love blowing stuff.
Dude, I love the color palette is so sick.
Yeah, dude. It's got such a unique style. I'm really excited for the sequel. PC only for me. I think it'll be on Xbox because they got bought by Microsoft in that big wave of Microsoft acquisitions a couple years ago.
Okay.
So
play it day one on Game Pass.
Yeah, unless I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong.
I don't know. I don't remember if they got. It's hard. It's really hard to keep track of the Xbox acquisitions, but it's definitely day one Game Pass game. So
look at the screenshots too. The first game looks really good, but I think this one looks even better.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
And it's like they really polished it up. Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Was that like would you say that was a surprise, Evan? Like that they were going to be doing a sequel to that game?
Yeah, it's not like I can't really remember the end of the game super well, and the game definitely doesn't like lean on story very hard. Like it has a story, but you can basically ignore it. So I don't think there was like much of a narrative thread for like a second game to like grasp onto. Like I just feel like it's almost like a new episode, a new chapter in her life. Like I can't imagine it's a direct continuation of what happened in Slime Rancher 1, I guess.
I gotcha.
Maybe you're
for sure.
a totally different character. I mean, in the trailer or like in the promotional art, you look like you're the same character, but you could be a totally different character. I don't know. But yeah, pretty hyped. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, in one of the pictures, it looks like there's a giant greenhouse that you get.
Oh, cool.
And you can just fill it with slimes.
Dude, I'm so psyched. Cool. Just to like explain why I love this game so much. I love anything that lets me like build like a farm, a village, a town, like any of that shit, and like walk around in it. I love like
it's not overly complicated either.
Exactly. Like I can't fuck with. I've tried so many times. I can't fuck with city skylines. It gets way too complicated, like way too fast for me. But I love like games where like I feel like I'm contributing to a little community and stuff. It's like cute. It makes me happy. It fills my heart with joy. Like I mean, that's why I like Animal Crossing. So yeah, that's why I'm so excited for this game as a cozy game.
I think the only thing that would really make Slime Rancher 2 like really cool for me is if they add some kind of co-op somehow.
I almost think that I read that
Actually,
will have
your
co-op.
second one will have co-op.
Yeah,
That would be really cool.
co-op
even if it's
would
just
be
like
so sick.
even if it's just like trading. Like you don't even see the other person, you just like trade
Sure.
minerals or whatever.
Yeah.
Anything really. That would be cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's 2022. It's just from the trailer. Who knows what time this year, but we'll see. Kody, this is your last video game.
So yeah, I'm looking at it, and I've been, giving a lot of the AAA, right? That's what my list is mostly focused on. But I want to give a little love to the little indie teams, right? So I don't know if you guys remember, it was from a Nintendo Indie Showcase. Forgot when. But Sabotage Studios are coming out with a game called Sea of Stars. If you guys want to pull up a trailer of this real quick, I think you'll like it. So Sabotage, they worked on The Messenger. So same studio behind The Messenger.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is like a turn-based RPG with
I saw this a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, so when I was looking over when I was looking at like this huge list of games that were supposed to be coming out this year, right? Like this one, I was like, oh, I remember this trailer very vividly. Like this is a great great art style, right? It just looks super, super clean. The pixel work, the animation style. And I'm trying to think, dude, I haven't played like a turn-based RPG like in a long time, right? But this one's doing a lot of, or they're said to be doing a lot of interesting things that I'm digging on. So like no random encounters. That's what it sounds like. Not a big fan of random encounters. I kind of hate it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just super pumped for this. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but like if we're getting 20 plus hours of this art style, I think it's gonna be super cool.
Do you think they're gonna like do like a subversion in the way they did in
Messenger?
Yeah, the Messenger.
Oh, dude, I'm actually kind of interested in that, because that was when that happened in the Messenger, cool. I was like, that's very cool. But yeah, I'm super pumped for this. I think it. I never played like Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross or whatever, but this sounds like this borrows a lot from it, and it's kind of in the same way that Messenger took a lot from help me out here. NES Ninja Gaiden or Gaiden. I always said Gaiden. When I was young,
Gaiden.
Yeah. So it's kind of like they're looking back into the past, they're pulling it forward, and this is just like the next version of that, because these studios won't do it themselves,
Yeah.
I sent a picture in Discord for you guys, but I really like the art style that they have for the characters.
Dude, it's super sick. Yeah, like the key art that yeah,
it's just like the three main characters. It reminds me of like old Final Fantasy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's dope. I'm
pretty
pumped.
excited for this.
I forgot about that, but I'm now freshly pumped. What's the release date?
As far as I understand, this is just 2022.
Yeah.
So hopefully it hits this year. Hopefully it hits this year, but being announced at a Nintendo Indie Showcase, it's coming on the Switch, right? So that's super pumped for that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. They give a lot of love to the Switch, right? With I think the Messenger like launched on the Switch, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah, I do think it was just Switch and PC at first, at least.
Yeah.
I don't think it came to PlayStation right away or anything, or if it even is on PlayStation. Period. Just to pull the curtain back a little bit for our audience, the storm is blowing outside my house.
Yeah, there must be the two cars I can see from my window. They're just buried, so
I
it
can't
must
see
be at
anything
least
out my window right now.
4 feet.
Everything seems cool now, but I was a little touching. If I seemed quiet or weird during Cody's last talking point, it was because Kody was like freezing up, and I thought like my telephone pole was coming down or something.
There you go.
That's not good.
But it's all good. We're good now. So, all right. So, looking forward to Sea of Stars. Casper, what's your?
That went to my wish list.
Yeah. What's your last game?
I'm gonna end with not a strong one for me.
I am actually not looking forward to this game at all. I am only looking forward to 4 games this year.
I probably shouldn't have added S.T.A.L.K.E.R to an Atomic Heart together. This one, Forspoken. I don't know if you guys heard about that one.
That's in my
Yep.
I think it might be cool list.
That's the thing. It might be cool, but I really don't know what it's about.
Because
so
this
nice.
game, for those, if you're trying to remember, like, oh, what the hell, because the name is awful.
The name's,
like, I'll be honest,
not a great name.
Just so bad. This was like an Unreal like tech demo, right?
It's what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, it just looks like
I think it started as that,
foliage.
and then it's got some big name writers behind it. I think
Gary Whitta, dude, the guy that did
Gary Whitta, Book of Eli and Rogue One.
Yeah.
He also made a new game. It's a spinoff of Wordle called Loodle.
Loodle, yeah, he made Loodle, which I've been playing lately.
Which is like Wordle with curse words, yeah.
Right, and you can't use regular words, just curse words.
I'm so bad at it.
I'm so bad at it, dude. I'm like trying to make up like swear words, you know? It doesn't work.
It's tough. But yeah, Forspoken, it has interested me. I didn't include it on my list because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it's kind of got that story, right, where it's that person out of time.
Yeah.
Thrown into this crazy. It's like an and it's like a trope in anime.
Yeah, it's called an isekai
manga,
in
right?
anime, where it's like when you're whisked away to an alternate world that's usually has like video game logic.
Right. So she's got like, fresh kicks and she's running around this like, medieval-ish.
And it's by the
world.
branch of Square Enix that made Final Fantasy 15, Luminous.
Right.
So
okay, interesting. Yep.
The thing that worries me is that the open world, or I think it's open world, it looks kind of empty.
Yeah.
Like, it looks nice, but it doesn't look
looks
like there's anything.
Yeah. But maybe it's all about moving quick, like if you got a game about moving quick,
past it.
like you just would rush past it, there's no reason to fill it out. I mean, and it definitely seems like traversal plays a pretty major role in the gameplay loop from just the trailers.
Yeah, I think the powers look super cool too, with like the like bands and you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look cool.
Yeah, it looks neat.
So,
I do think it caught some
see.
flack from some people because like it's a story about like a black girl and there's no black people working on it.
Right,
like,
right.
So
there's
I think it caught some flack there, but I don't know.
Like,
maybe they've since addressed it. I have no idea, but that is something that happened.
For sure.
Kody, is your sweatshirt a Halo sweatshirt?
Yeah, it is.
Nice. Unrelated to the conversation, I just suddenly noticed that.
Yeah, so like, I don't know if you know like the esports org or whatever, 100 Thieves. They did like a drop, and I'm like,
don't they make underwear?
Oh shit. What's up?
Don't they make underwear, or is there another company that sounds like that makes underwear?
Oh, you're thinking of Den of Thieves. I have some socks from that brand. It's like, like an animal with like a mask.
Yeah,
right?
right. Okay, yeah. Because I haven't bought it, but I've like seen that brand before. I thought that was what 100 Thieves was. Damn. I hope someone wasn't like, Evan, are you gonna get have you seen the new 100 Thieves? And I was like, I'm good on boxers and like walking away.
Yeah, it's a super nerdy sweatshirt, but I was just like, man, I'm really excited for Halo, and you get caught up in like the FOMO, right? Where it's like, oh shit, I gotta buy the sweatshirt. It's a limited time drop.
Dude, that's how drops work, dude.
Yeah, and then like you start washing it, and it starts falling apart because the quality is kind of bad.
Yeah.
Shit. $60.
I'm looking at some rumors for the game, and I mean, this is just a rumor. This is part of the game would be like a parkour game.
It looks like that, right? Like just jumping over like the buildings and stuff.
I mean, that would be pretty cool if it's just like some of it's just like kind of like racing, just getting to the point as fast as you can.
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
But I don't think gamers really want a parkour game, because everyone was like, we want Mirror's Edge 2. We want Mirror's Edge 2. And then Mirror's Edge 2 came out and nobody bought it.
Catalyst, right?
Was that one good? I did like Mirror's Edge.
I played it a fair amount at my friend's house when he got it. I think that came out while we were in college. And
yeah, I think so.
It was fun, but I didn't have so much fun with it that I bought it. It's cool. It's open world, so you can like just run around as much as you want. But there was something tight about the first. I know we're getting really off topic, but there was something tight about the first Mirror's Edge and how like
I think
the linearity of it worked really well.
Right.
Yeah.
I think parkour is like a gameplay mechanic is still something that people want, but I think maybe
like Dying Light.
Mirror's Edge. Yeah, exactly. But Mirror's Edge Catalyst was like, all right, we're gonna need a little more than
just parkour.
this, but that's what people said they wanted, and they didn't buy it. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
All right. What's the release date on Forspoken? Just 2022. Did we already say that? Sorry.
This trailer says spring 2022, but I feel like that's.
It says
I
May
actually have
24th.
it. Yeah, May 24th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Week after
soon.
me and Cody's birthday.
That's right.
Let's go.
And Aiden too, if Aiden's listening.
You just doxed Aiden.
That's all right.
Yeah,
he deserves a little doxing.
All right, my last game.
Forspoken.
Do you guys want one that's like confirmed or rumored for my last
Dude,
one?
whichever one you're most excited for.
Yeah.
If it doesn't come out this year,
Yeah, all right.
whatever.
Then I guess it's got to be Hollow Knight Silksong. So that's rumored for this year based on a GOG store page that was pretty promptly taken down. We'll see. I would really like it.
That would be cool.
Hollow Knight's one of my favorite games ever. So
when did
definitely
the first
cracks
one
the
come out?
top 10 list. Huh?
When did first one come out?
2000. I played it kind of after it came out. I know that because I remember a friend telling me like a year or two before to check it out. So I want to say it came out in like 2016. If I had to guess, 15, 17.
I wonder if they could be adding a lot more Silksong because I'm pretty sure they made Hollow Knight really fast.
Yeah,
it's a huge game.
Yeah, I don't know what how long the pipeline was. I know Hollow Knight started off as a game jam game, and then they were like, "Wow, we made something cool that people seem to like," and they turned it into a full game.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was like within a couple of years though.
Yeah, and it's a super small team of Australians, right? Aren't they Australian? Team Cherry? I don't know. If they're not Australian, I'm sorry.
Not sure.
Yeah, they are a super small team though, for sure. It's like this game has been in the works for a long time.
Yeah, since the game came out, because it was going to be the first and only paid DLC for the game.
Right.
And they were like, actually, we accidentally made like a whole game, so we're just going to make it a standalone game.
It seems a lot like the new Cuphead DLC that's supposed to be coming out this year too. That's what reminds me of, just like something that they've talked about forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just hope they don't get feature creeped.
Yeah, like they just work on it forever. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that happens with a lot of newer studios that get popular really fast.
Right.
They try to make their next game just as good as the first one, but then they try to do it even better, and it's like,
yeah.
I
don't know. I trust them to have a pretty good vision for it, I think. Especially showing off what they've already shown, like just and they can always add more. I think they understand that. I mean, Hollow Knight got I think 4 or 5, maybe only 3, but definitely a handful of free content updates that added more stuff, and so I think
and they definitely didn't have to be free because it was like $20 for the game.
Yeah, the game is super cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of kind of the same story behind like Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Where he just has so much appreciation for his fans and people that support it. Just keeps working on it. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you could charge money for this, and he's like, no.
Dude, on his YouTube channel, Concerned Ape, there's just unrelated, but there's an awesome video of him playing like Dance of the Moonlight Jellies or whatever the jellyfish festival that happens in the game. There's a video of him, and it's just called "Playing Moonlight Jellies on My Grandfather's Old Guitar," and he's just very beautifully playing that song on like a really old like classical guitar with like nylon strings. It's awesome.
So he is so fascinating. It's super off topic, but reading his story in Jason Schreier's book.
Oh yeah, Blood, Sweat, and Pixels.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, I gotta crack that thing. I've had it for like 2 years, just sitting on my bookshelf.
Yeah, I would with that one, you obviously don't have to read it in order. In my opinion, you can skip around and pick which game interests you and read about it.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that. I thought. I mean, yeah. So
each chapter is its own game.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I think the Stardew Valley one might be like the first one, but yeah.
Sweet. So yeah, that's my last game though.
Yeah,
pretty
definitely
psyched.
Highly anticipated.
I feel like I don't need to explain why I'm psyched for Hollow Knight,
right.
Silksong. Do you guys want to just rattle off without discussing any honorable mentions?
Let's just do some rapid fire,
and then we'll call it an episode. Fellas, I think this might be an episode.
Yes. A bonus show, right? Is that what we call it?
The bonus episode. Kody, you want to fire off your rapid ones with release dates if you have them?
Fire.
Yeah.
Yep. So First one I got on my list, Sifu, coming out February 8th. Nice little fighting. People who made Absolver. I think the animations look pretty cool in that one. Ollie Ollie World, Feb 8 as well. That dude, Ollie Ollie World.
Love Ollie Ollie 2.
Ollie 1 and 2.
Yeah, thought they were awesome games.
Super sick. Yeah, especially you're a skateboarder, right? So yeah.
It's just bored, like real skateboarding, bro.
But yeah, playing that on the Vita, that's like one of my memories about that. Is just they support the Vita early on.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for Dying Light 2. We'll have to see. I'm waiting for reviews on that one, but I thought the first one was super sick. We got God of War, if that comes out this year. I kind of doubt it. I think that'll be pushed back, in my opinion.
Sony says on the PlayStation site that it's coming out this year.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get delayed.
Dubious.
That's just my prediction. We'll have to place bets on that later. We talked about Gotham Knights a little bit, yeah. Redfall from the guys who made Dishonored. So that one should be cool. Vampire.
That's by the guys that, that's an Arcane game?
Yeah, so Arcane. I want to pose this to you guys and we'll see what you guys think. Arcane is to Xbox now as Insomniac is to PlayStation.
No.
So really doing like a ton of heavy lifting and just putting out like pretty quality games.
Yeah.
Especially early on.
It's hard to say though, because haven't they only done one game since they got bought out by Xbox?
Yeah.
Right, like one under the Xbox banner, and it ended up being a PlayStation exclusive when it came out, right?
Still is.
I just big fan. Yeah. Still is. And then we're going down here. That's kind of it. Yeah. I mean, there's stuff that I could mention, but I don't think they're gonna come out this year. Like Callisto Protocol. It's like a
the Dead Space guys. Yeah.
Oh, that one looks cool.
But it's for some reason it's in the PUBG universe, like whatever the hell that means.
Oh, really? I missed that wrinkle. That's the most insane thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
They're trying to do like 5 different PUBG universe games, but it's like, what does that mean? It's a battle royale.
Yeah.
It's got a frying pan in it. That's how you know it's in the PUBG universe.
But I think anything in the same vein of Dead Space 1 and 2, I'm super pumped for.
Yeah.
That was like one of the horror games that I could
stomach.
Stomach without like running away scared. So yeah, that's what I got. And of course, they're remaking Dead Space 1, so that should be pretty cool. But
yeah, that would be cool. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll come out this year, but yeah, that's all I got for the rapid fire.
Nice. Casper, what's your rapid fire? You got anything, or you feel like we touched all yours?
I got a couple games. I'm not even sure if these are coming out this year. It's like a really maybe.
Right.
God of War Ragnarok. Did we talk about that?
Cody just mentioned
it was in my rapid fire briefly.
Oh,
very briefly.
Okay. Yeah, same with me. The new Breath of the Wild game.
I was surprised. I was gonna say, why didn't we talk about that? Yeah, but yeah, I
don't know if really.
I don't think it's coming out this year. That's what I
don't know.
The trailer ends with 2022. I mean, it could get pushed back, but it does. Yeah. Like they did say 2022.
It depends on what we hear this summer. If we hear anything, it'll probably be coming out.
Dude, on that note, right? Nintendo seems out of the big 3, it seems like Nintendo has maybe the least going on this year. On the surface, maybe Nintendo Direct comes out tomorrow, and
I think people might be working on stuff for like the Switch too, dude. Honestly,
I think so. Yeah.
Because like, where's like the next 3D Mario, right? Like,
but they don't do a 3D Mario every generation and stuff, like.
Yeah,
like
usually it's only one, maybe. Like Mario Galaxy 2 was just the same game,
just happened to be
different levels.
But there was no 3D. Yeah. I mean, unless you count 3D World, which I don't. There was no 3D.
I guess
Mario
there is a
Wii
Kirby
U.
game coming out, but there's supposed to be. There's rumors of like the new Mario Kart 9, or I think they're gonna call it Mario.
They're
gonna
call it. Oh, I thought they were gonna make like a Nintendo Kart instead, and it was gonna like be Mario Kart, but just with all Nintendo characters. That's a rumor.
Right. That was in the rumor. Yeah.
What if they delay the second Breath of the Wild and then announce the new Switch? And then make it like exclusive.
Yeah.
I would not doubt
what
that.
We thought they would be doing Legends Arceus for.
Yeah.
For the Switch Pro.
I would not doubt that because they did that with the Wii U. I mean, it still came out to the Wii U, but
and apparently ran better on the Wii U.
Yeah, it did. I had it for the Wii U. I liked it for that. My only complaint for that was that I didn't use the gamepad like they said it would.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
use
that.
It.
It's crazy. It's so crazy.
Bad, dude. I hate the gamepad so much.
The game, there was some stuff that used the gamepad cool, dude. Zombie U by Ubisoft, that used the gamepad really cool. Like you would hold it up and like scan the room your character was in. That was really cool.
There was the one where it was like a ghost game and you had a camera. The gamepad was the camera.
Like Fatal Frame, I presume.
Yeah, Fatal
I didn't
Frame.
play it, but yeah, those games are cool. Yeah. Listen, the Wii U is not a failed console.
I like
Pluto
the Wii.
is
I
a
wish
planet.
it supported.
You had to charge that damn thing. It was always dead.
Yeah.
It's like a brick. It's like a Fisher Price tool, man.
My only other game is Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah, that's on my
like
rapid fire
game.
list. Yeah. Shinji Mikami, Tango Gameworks.
That's got to be coming out this year, dude. That's been in the works for a long time.
Yeah, and I think Bethesda just will want to get it done and out at this point because they're not going to make as much, it's not going to be on Xbox. It's a PlayStation exclusive, so I don't think they'll give it any extra time in the oven if they don't have to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's probably definitely coming out this year.
Okay, I got one more game. I think it was called Nightingale. It was like an MMO game.
Oh yeah, that one looks super weird. That was at.
It looks weird.
Was that a Game Awards, right?
It looks like they got like Stargates or something. Do you guys know what you guys know?
Yeah,
Stargate
I mean,
is, right?
I can infer.
Yeah, and it just looks like it goes to like different worlds. I don't even really like MMOs, but it looked interesting.
The art style is super interesting. It's like
I don't
Victorian
like MMOs,
era.
so it's totally not on my radar.
I don't know. I just kind of want to see what they do with it because it looks like you can go to different worlds, and the fact that it's gates that bring you to different worlds means that they could just kind of update it continuously.
Oh, this game. I remember seeing a trailer for this game. Yeah, this does seem cool.
Yeah.
It's an MMO.
I'll probably never play it. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you can even like build houses and stuff. And
yeah, there's like a little town building area. But yeah, then it jumps to like a western area.
Yeah, I just don't know what it is.
There's big giants who stomp around.
I don't think it's an
ruin your
MMO.
buildings.
It says you can play Nightingale solo or with friends and other players you meet across the realms. So I don't know. Maybe it's got like some kind of passive multiplayer type thing. Like you can't like
or like No Man's Sky probably.
Yeah.
Or like kind of like a survival type like what we just talked about. What's it called? Valheim.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of the vibes it gives off. But.
I'm psyched. Dude. This is cool. I forgot
There's
about
a lot of
this.
games coming out this year.
All right. I'm gonna do my quick fire, gentlemen.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I got a bunch. I told these guys before. My list was like 25 things, and I
dude, no worries.
All right, what have we not talked about? All right, Terra Nil. That's on my top, near the top of the list. That's got a tentative 2022 release according to a CNET interview. That's why I didn't bring it up because it's very unclear whether it will actually happen. Terra Nil is a reverse city builder where you restore the nature to a world, and it's kind of more like a puzzle game than a city builder. But it's got like kind of parts of both. It's really cool. Demos on Steam. I highly recommend checking it out. Neon White. That's by Ben Esposito, the guy that did Donut County and a team of other people.
Oh, yep.
It's a game where you are like a angel demon guy in a mask, and you use cards
super sick.
that have both like offense abilities and traversal abilities, and you have to pick like when you draw the card whether you want to use
so you're like
offense.
scrolling through your cards. That one's it seems like they have a real focus on speed running.
Totally. They totally do. Yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah, it looks super sick.
That's listed as 2022 on Wikipedia, but when I went through the sources, it was like didn't seem like that was the case, so that's why I didn't talk about it with my other list. And then let's see, more rapid fire. What have we not talked about? I have a couple that are TBD. I'll just skip those. Maybe they will, maybe they won't come out. I'm excited for Kirby. You briefly said that. That's March 25th, 2022. I love that it's got a little.
Wait,
town.
that's March 5th.
March 25th.
Oh wow!
I forgot about Kirby. I thought that was next year.
No, it's this March, and it's I really like that last trailer they dropped because it shows that you rescue the Waddle Dees and you make a little town with them, which is the goddamn cutest thing. Like I was saying earlier.
Oh, really?
Maybe that'll be my cozy game, although it seems a little more challenging than Slime Rancher. So, but probably not by much. Supposedly Little Devil Inside's coming out this year. That's that game.
That one, it's interesting.
I can't tell what it is. I'm not even going to talk about it. I can't really tell what it is, but I am curious.
But the trailers are always really sick.
Yeah. The Saints Row reboot comes out August 23rd. I really liked Saints Row when I was a kid. So I have high hopes. I'm not. This is lower down my list for sure.
That one seems like a total reboot, right? Like,
yeah,
do you think it'll still have the same kind of?
They took it to the peak of like what it could be, and they just need to start over. Like somewhere more grounded. So you're like an up and coming, gangster, if you will, and it's pretty similar to like the first one, but it's set in like a desert town, looks more like Nevada-esque. Then
I kind of like the story spin that you're like a group of young whippersnappers and you're trying to like start a criminal business. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And there's definitely like a niche for, if Rockstar is not going to do a new GTA game, like there's definitely a craving from players that want to have the open world card driving type. So.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then my last one I'll drop is 2 Point Campus. Comes out May 17th, 2022. Nothing special about that day. It's I really like 2 Point Hospital. I haven't beaten it, but every time I go back and play it, like I play it for a little bit and I think it's really chill. I do think it's like somewhat like constrained by certain design choices that seem like they've let go with 2 Point Campus. Like, for example, like in 2 Point Hospital, you're building, basically it's like a funny hospital sim, and you're like building a hospital, right? But you don't actually construct the rooms within the building, so it's like really restrictive on how you can lay it out, and it's supposed to be part of the challenge, but sometimes it's more frustrating than fun. And 2 Point Campus, you get to like erect the buildings yourself, it seems like, which I'm just super psyched to do. So
dude, the 2 Point Hospital 2 Point Hospital is like funny. It's like funny.
It's pretty silly, dude.
You know what I mean?
And
like all the different devices that people like walk into and stuff.
Yeah,
I think it's super cool.
I just got a text message from Bernie Sanders, bro. Stop texting me.
It's like that meme, dude.
Yeah, literally. I was really confused for a second. Sorry. But yeah. And then everything else we've pretty much talked about. There's some stuff that I hope comes out this year. Like Faith. Have you guys seen that game? This is the last one I'll talk about. This is like the one game I hope comes out this year, but I have no idea. It's called Faith, the Unholy Trinity. It's like a horror, like a retro horror game. It looks like an Atari game, and it the first two chapters are available on itch. I haven't played them because I want to play like the whole thing as a unit when it fully comes out.
I see the chapter. I kind of don't like the chapter, game release
episodic games.
Yeah,
it's tough. I mean, I think sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and you need. I think it feels better when you feel confident that the next chapter is coming soon. Whereas this guy's been working on this chapter for a while and isn't really clear about when it'll come out. But like sorry.
Oh no, I was just excited. He's got like Atari covers for each chapter, and they look really cool.
Yeah, dude, it's really, and all the animations are like rotoscoped. So if you're not familiar with that term, that's when, these guys seem to be, but if you're in the audience and you're not familiar, that's when you like do animation by drawing over film, like real live action shots, and so it just looks so cool to see this like such low res sprites, but they're moving like so organically. It just looks fucking awesome. So I'm super excited for that. I hope that comes out. Sorry, last one. Really, the last one. This one just seems really cute. Have you guys heard of After Love EP?
No.
So it's a dating sim game that just seems really cute. You play as like a young man whose partner dies, and he like has to like try to get himself back out there, and he's like in a band and stuff. And it's just got a really cute, it's got a really cute art style. It kind of reminds me of like Bomberman, like old Bomberman, like, or like that Japanese doodle style of drawing that like, I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of looks like WarioWare, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got like an anime doodle vibe, and I really like that the way it looks. It's got a rhythm game in it, which is just, who doesn't like a rhythm game? That might be like my indie sweetheart that I'm looking forward to. It just seems really cute, so I'm gonna check that out.
Something about the anime characters where their eyes are like super far apart. There's just always annoyed me a little bit.
Yeah. But that's summer 2022, so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Switch,
baby. All right, folks.
Wait, Fellow Traveler, have they done?
I was just gonna ask. This popped up. Are either of you guys interested in the Lord of the Rings Golem? Because we never.
I'm curious about it. Yeah, I don't know. Is that supposed to come out this year?
It says 2022.
Yeah.
It doesn't say when.
Yeah,
Have they shown any
I was
gameplay
gonna put
yet?
that on my list, but
It's a stealth game.
Right. Yeah.
but no gameplay, right? I think it's just that trailer where he looks fucking weird.
Yeah, for a long
No,
time
this
it was
is
just the
gameplay
logo.
overview trailer.
That was all that was available. Oh, okay. I'll have to watch the gameplay.
I mean, it doesn't really show a lot, but it's just him sneaking around.
Yeah.
That's been in the works for a long time.
Like, at least feels like a long time.
Yeah. We'll see how that one goes. I'll wait for reviews on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for reviews. Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I think that wraps this bonus episode. You guys feeling good?
Yeah, dude. A lot of stuff to play. A lot of money to spend.
A lot of money to spend.
Yep.
Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you to our audience for listening. And we will be. This is a bonus episode, and I think we're gonna be just doing them here and there when we feel like it. You know, we're not gonna number it, and they're not gonna come out consistently like the regular show. So,
what's the next mainline episode, Evan?
The next mainline episode, which did we include in the end of the last episode?
No.
Okay, so this is the official reveal then. Any percent episode 20, 21?
Well, I think the last
19 because we're taking that off. So it's 19.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think we say 19 in the video. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We can dub it over. Bonus episode. The 19th episode of Any Percent official episode will be it'll be Inscription. I don't know why I said the.
Yeah,
it'll be Inscription.
Well, it's the
2021's indie sweetheart that everybody.
The runner-up
loves.
for our game of the year.
The runner-up for our game of the year, and I'm the only one who played it. I was that convincing. So I'm really looking forward to going back into that again and bringing a notebook this time and just kind of trying to be more aware because it's a lot to take in. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
It's an experience.
I'm really looking forward to it for you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. Adios. Thank you again, and thank you to our listeners. And I hope you don't get caught in a blizzard.